You know, your hair is just looking good, brother. Like you are just.
You know, I got to tell you, Ryan, yours looks really good too. You know what? Well, most bald guys have a comb. They just can't part with it.
I know what you're talking about there, buddy. I know what you're talking about.
You know, Dave, apologies. Ryan and I had this planned for weeks. We were talking about this. That was going to be my. Now you can cut me off now. We're done talking. Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for joining the show tonight. And our guest, Ron Peacock.
Welcome to RC Underground Radio.
Yes, I realize I look like an idiot with this mustache, and I'm okay with it.
The ultimate podcast that covers everything RC.
You don't need to cut anything either. You can just call this the raw, uncut episode. We can leave it at that.
The raw.
Yeah.
Are you drinking dollar store soda again? Quit spending your money on RC stuff. You can buy some name brand soda.
RC Underground Radio is your backstage pass to the RC industry. With insiders that are shaping the future of the hobby. The future of the hobby.
When we bring this guest on, I guarantee people are going to go, are you kidding me? He wrote a song.
I did.
We're going to have to end this soon, huh?
Yeah, no shit. And we're going to have to edit this.
So, here are your hosts, Dave Brinkman and Ryan Ratzloff.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is somebody that I know you've been wanting to hear from for quite a while. We're super excited to have him on. It's the one. It's the only Ron Peacock. Ron, thank you for coming on the show tonight, brother.
Thank you so much for having me. I really do appreciate it. There's a couple things I want to do. Is I want to promote the Peacock's Pepsi Diet Pepsi. It's from the Peacock's One Unlimited Garage. Harpies has nothing on the Peacock's Limited 1RC.
That's the most expensive can of Pepsi out in the world. I don't know what you had to do to get the licensing and all that stuff set up, but man, there's anybody that can do it.
The list is long but distinguished.
Yeah. You know, speaking. First off, Ron, it's always good to see you, and I really appreciate you taking time to be here. But
that's awesome. That's awesome. So, how are you doing, buddy? Give us an update. Like, how are you?
Well, I got to tell you, I went into hospice care last May, as you guys know, and what a blessing it's been. I don't have to go to the hospital anymore. No more doctor's appointments. They handle all my medication. And it's funny, they say, you're going to be here. It's okay, you know, because you're degrading. And that's what you're not improving, you're degrading. So that's it. I told my high school teacher, I shared with him, I said, man, those angels' voices are getting loud. I'm coming around the fourth turn and I see the checkered flag and those angels are singing away. And each day they get a little louder and louder. But, you know, I have good days and bad days. It's been a rough week. Last couple of weeks. But I was able to get Rhonda to go out of town for a week. She's getting her batteries recharged. She's spending the week with our son and daughter-in-law and 2 grandchildren in San Antonio. So I'm really, really happy about that. You can see my wall back here. It's pretty empty now.
Yeah, it is.
I've gone down from over 200 cars down to a total of 11 cars now. And it's really exciting. I know you had my buddy on, Mr. Austin, you know, Little Ron, as you call him, Ryan.
Little Ron. Yeah. He is, and he's an awesome man.
He's an awesome Austin. And, you know, it was a good decision. It was a hard decision to do, but it's been good. I got all the cars together that I'm going to leave for Rhonda and my grandkids, and they're all set and they're all excited. They go, God, Grandpa, when can I have them? I say, not until I'm gone. But when are you going to be gone, Grandpa? I want to play with my car.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you know that they'll be near and dear to them.
Yeah, so it's good. I was able to build up 3 Losi 1/10 cars, and I because of my former days as a private investigator, I got to know the California Highway Patrol really well. So they gave me one of their retired radar guns. Yeah, and it may have been a radar gun they caught me on speeding a few times, but it's okay. And I brought the car. We got a nice quiet street that I live on, and so I've been racing these 1/10s up and down the street. It's asphalt, clocking 37 miles an hour.
Dang.
Right on, buddy.
So it's like I may have lost some of my touch, but I still got part of it there too.
Yep. You still feel the need for speed.
Yeah, you just broke the theory of the older I get, the faster I was. It sounds like the older you get, the faster you get.
Well, I got to tell you, the only thing that goes fast in my life is the stuff flying out of my wallet, and it's not moths, it's the green stuff, And,
yeah,
right.
But
that's the hobby we're in, right?
Yeah, I got to tell you, I want to put a shout out. This man doesn't need a shout out because everybody knows him and admires him. And Matt Murphy, he sent me a note the other day. He goes, "I need an address so I can send a bunch of RC controllers." And he sent me out, I think, about 15 controllers with receivers. And what I was able to do with it is able to keep those and put them with the 11 cars I have for Rhonda. And I also want to give a huge shout out to my bride. She is just, I can't imagine going through this without her. She's just, there are no words. The woman is truly remarkable. She has just self-sacrificed. She's cried with me. She's laughed with me. She's laughed at me. That comes easier to. But she's just been there the whole time without any question. And what a commitment. What a commitment. I'm only. Gosh, I'm sorry. I'm just going on rambling. Forgive me. I only go out basically one day a week. I'm not going into the church building. Last time I went to the church building, I got sick and I was down for 10 days. And I just can't put myself in that position. I was able to attend the Easter sunrise service, which was so cool. So cool. Yeah. And just the week before, I had donated about 30 cars to the church youth group, and they had a race at the church. And cool. So that was really kind of cool. Also, Dusty Smith, who had that inaugural race, that was just on my birthday. I can't even begin to tell you, that was so cool. People check in with me weekly, you and Ryan and Dave, and I talked to Charlie. Charlie is just, he's been a cheerleader too. I don't think he's one of those angels though, but I still get a cheerleading from him, but he has become just a real a beacon in a dark storm. And I so appreciate him. And, I have one other guy here, my dear friend, Richard Smith, who is he's just turned 80 years old a couple of weeks ago, and he's here for me every day and helps Rhonda out. He takes me when I feel up to going to coffee with the guys at my Romeo Club, and just been great, and we had. I don't know. Did you guys see the T-shirts that were made with One RC Garage?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Holding a radio control, he still has.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and I got a sweatshirt, so it's really nice. Gary Anker's did such a great job. I cannot begin to tell you the people that check in with me weekly. And it just means so much. I could say I'll miss you all, but I won't miss you. I'm just saving a place for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep.
Well, and it goes both ways, Ron. I mean, your impact on everybody, that whole list that you listed, your impact on everybody has changed our lives. Your daily devotionals. I can't even tell you, just for myself, I know the same for Ryan. I know for Nick Ciccone and others. You send the right message on the right days. There's so many times I've shaken my head and I'm like, I can't believe this is what Ron sent today because I needed this. I needed this. And
same.
So just appreciate that. And just the consistency. Like you get to a point where you're like, gosh, I really need it today. Boy, I hope and bang, there it is. There it is. Every day, same time. Fantastic. Just fantastic.
Well, Ron, you talk about Rhonda, and I think the adage that says behind every man is a good woman. She's a great woman, right?
Absolutely.
So it's good that she gets some time to spend with family, and I'm sure she'll come back with recharged batteries and open arms.
Oh yeah, she'll put me right in line like a great drill instructor.
That's right.
She calls me on FaceTime. Did you take your pills today? Did you eat today? Yes, honey, I did.
She's the boss, applesauce. Remember that now.
She's awesome sauce,
Yeah, you bet.
There you go.
But we talk about the 1RC, and that was my entry into the sport. But I think is one thing we have to look at is we reflect on how much 1RC has grown. It's massive. I mean, I see people every day. Are there more Asphalt late models available? When is this back in stock? And so you know that the sport is going on strong. And when I go to local hobby stores, I see them out of stock on cars and parts and all of that. So it tells me that the stuff is selling, right?
Yes.
But as I sit and I peel back the onion, I don't think, and I mean this, I don't think 1RC would be as big as it is today had it not been for you.
Wow, thank you.
And the reason being, Ron, is because you made it easy for guys to get into the hobby, to buy reputable cars at a very reasonable price, and you service them well. And I think that kind of contributed to really the growth of the hobby, because there are people today that run your cars that they bought from you 2-3 years ago.
That's
so
exciting.
It's I don't know. For me, I reflect on that, and I think you're always going to be the big papa or the grandfather of 1RC. They came out with some great cars, but you were the guy that just made it easy for everyone. That maybe didn't have the $250. Yeah,
it's a great feeling. I was looking at Matt's April Fool's thing, and it was about 45 cars with my name on it.
Yeah,
and that's pretty neat. God, I'm just not a little guy, but I'm a big old guy out here in California, out on the the left coast. But I'm just really so thankful that there is a medium out there that has allowed me to connect to so many people.
Yep.
You two are thicker than brothers to me. And I can't even. I know that I could call anytime and just say I'm having a hard time. Ralph Good out of Las Vegas picked up and sending verses to other people, which is really kind of neat too. He's picked up because there was a time I just didn't think I could do it anymore. It was a lot of work, but now I realize that as long as I have breath, I'm going to do. And it gets to a point I can't do. I'll just say it. I'll just close that chapter and somebody else can pick it up. But it's I am just I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed to be able to do these things. And, and I don't want it all about me, guys, because it's not all about me. There are so many other facets that have brought things to what it is. And I just, I'm maybe the conduit that allowed some of that to happen.
Papa Willie's Traction Tonic has been curing poor traction since 2016. The name says it all. If you're not popping wheelies, it's not Papa Willie's. Papa Willie's has become known across the United States on dirt, oval to off-road, asphalt to concrete, carpet to hardwood, and so many other surfaces. Papa Willie's continues adding to their lineup with tonics for cold and hot weather. Loose dirt to high traction, dry dirt, wet dirt, clay and abrasive surfaces, along with anti-drag bearing oil, tire cleaner, tire glue, pit accessories, and swag. You can find the complete Papa Willie's catalog at www.papawillies.net. Prepare for victory with Papa Willie's Traction Tonic.
Be sure to use promo code RCUR for 10% off your next purchase at Papa Willie's.
Folks, are you looking to gain a 10th on the racetrack, or maybe get a few ladies like Taylor Swift in your pit stall? Well, I'm sorry to say that Carpies can't work miracles in those departments. But here's the good news. The folks at Carpies can definitely help you become the ultimate toy car nerd, just like me. How, you ask? Well, with their custom wraps and killer collection of official RC branded merch. So while they can't promise to shave a 10th off your lap time, they can save you 10% on your next order with promo code RCU10 upon checkout at carpies.com, CARPYS.com. Wrapping winners since 2013.
But there has to be a driving force to push the stuff through the conduit. And
there is one driving force,
yeah,
right? And we all know what that is,
absolutely.
right? And you know, you and I have had some conversations and some very heartfelt ones, and I know that you've struggled, but one thing that we've always I've always told you is, damn it, keep fighting. We need you. The work's still not done, but I think that you've put really good people in place.
Yes.
We'll go back to Austin Wentworth and the 1RC garage. Boy, I transacted with him the other day, and I say transacted because I like his rear ends. I like Austin's rear end. I do, and he made it easy, and he pulled a run on me. So I reached out to him and I said, "Yeah, I want one of those. I want what you got going on," because even Matt Murphy himself said, "Boy, that's good." So I thought, okay, well, it's time to, and he just said, "No, you're only paying this price. I can't charge you any more." And I said, "Well, that's not what you told me. That I know that this is the price." And he said, "No, that's a wrong move." So just kind of it gave me goosebumps after we were talking, and so as an outsider, I just want you to know that he's doing a fantastic job of continuing on, really what you started, and continuing on with growing, the 1RC hobby. So, well,
he came by the other day, and I was blown away. I blew my hair back the other day, and it was amazing. More than a hair dryer.
Yeah,
that's what we used to put after our hair gets wet. Yeah. We blow it on the to kind of smooth it out, make it look good. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I got a phone call from the owner of Psycho Art, who's the local track that Austin races at here in the area. Mm-hmm. And he goes, "Ron, I'm looking for a part. What can you do for me?" He called me, and I said, "Oh yeah, I got two of them." I said, "Let me put them in the mail till you get them. I'll get them to you in the next couple of days." He had it the next day because of my mail lady was right outside. So I said, "You can't leave until you get this package." It's going, and they got it. He got it the next day, and he had a happy customer. But it was nice that he felt he could call me, and I was a source for him, as he's been for me for so long, many times.
Yeah.
I had coffee this morning with my mentor. And he says, "Ron, God wastes nothing. You're talking plastic toy cars because God is talking eternity, and these things have just it's been a conduit to bring people together. And it's been really quite exciting. And the brotherhood, the camaraderie, the everything, I crave that. It will go on.
Yeah.
And, Dave, you're like a big brother to me, you may be younger than me, but you're much wiser. And I always felt like I could just come to Uncle Dave, you know. And so
Always
thank
there for you,
that.
brother.
I know you are, and I so appreciate the freedom for that. We just did, and it goes the other way. You can call me anytime, you know. And I hope you all know that I'm available, you know. And it's just great. I can't even, you know. And I got to say, I want to shout out to my daughter. She'll get mad if I call her Mandy, but she's going to always be my Mandy. But everybody else, she's Amanda. She has endured so much, and she says, "Oh, Daddy, you're my hero," you know. Mm-hmm. And I just asked you. I said, "Am I your father or am I your dad?" She goes, "Neither one. You're my daddy," you know. Yeah. And I just want to say to her that, you know, to everybody who listens to this, that I love you, Mandy. I really do, and I'm thankful for you every day. And you are a gift from God to me. And only you know, could fill that area of my life that no matter how much other things I could try to stuff in that area, you were the only one that could fill that area that you fill. So I wanted to say thank you.
That's beautiful. That's words to live by.
Well, what else can I interest you in? You know, a air horn, you know.
That's how we'll close it. We'll have to close it with the air horn. But
we'll close the air horn, but we're not ready.
My cup with the mag wheels, my
nice.
You know,
Look at that.
I'm just trying to think here. Yeah. I got my car. My desk is a car. You know, here. You know, we'll go on auction. Here we go. There you go.
You know, very nice. You got the clock.
Alarm clock.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm watching The Price is Right.
Have you got one of these cool things? Have you got one of these cool phone holders?
I got one of those.
Oh, my phone is sitting on it. Yes, I do. I got. You know, it's first the hair, then the mind. Okay, so is it straight?
That means I'm halfway there.
It's looking good.
Yeah. They did make me a mug. They personalized a mug for me the other day. That they made it from a portrait that they took of me.
Nice.
When I was working, they called me the Mighty Jabba.
All right, so Ron, I've been getting gray hair since I'm about 18 years old. Like, it's been happening, and nothing I can avoid. It runs in my family, and you know, it's kind of one of those hereditary things, right? Unfortunately, it comes from my mother's side. Sorry, Mom.
We love you, Mom.
Amen. Yeah, of course. Love my mama. We were. One of my best friends approached me, Josh, and he goes, you know, Ryan, you look like George Clooney's fat, uglier brother.
Wow.
And I paused, and I was like, you know what? You're not wrong. And that's okay. It's kind of a compliment because George Clooney's a really handsome dude. And if I'm ugly, like, at what degree? We never established that. So, you know, the salt and pepper thing, I'll go with George Clooney's
I can see that.
Older, or fat, younger, uglier brother. You know?
See what Nick Saccone did for me by picture?
No.
Oh, well, he made me one of the Osmond brothers.
Oh, that's right. I did see that. Now you say it. I did see that.
Oh, that's funny.
Ronnie
Osmond.
Nick.
Yes,
there's Donnie, and then there's the unknown brother Ronnie.
And then there's Ronnie.
Osmond.
Exactly. Exactly.
Ronnie Osmond.
But I don't have the big teeth, okay?
But you probably got the pipes. You could probably sing. I could see that.
There you go.
Yeah.
But again, I think we talked about it a little bit, but again, a shout out to St. Agnes Hospice Care. I have a great nurse, Roger. He's wonderful. He's a motorcycle rider too, and he keeps saying, "I'm gonna bring my nephew down here. I want him to see your RC car." I keep talking about you to him, so I said, "Well, bring him down. We'll take a look and let him play with it a little bit." And then just that, and then the social worker, Sandra, and the other nurses. I can't tell you how they have just taken me in, and their little big brother, and they just embrace me in their arms when I'm having a hard day. They hug me and tell me it's going to be okay, and it's just really, it's very nice. And it's, the hospice doesn't mean you're dying tomorrow. Doesn't mean you're dying next week. You could, we never know. But what they do is they keep you comfortable during the end of life stages. which is so cool. So cool.
Something I got to share with you. So, and this isn't a cheap plug. This isn't a cheap plug for my race by any way, shape, or form. I got the Foam Oval Nationals that are coming in May. Ronnie, this thing has gotten out of control. We got drivers coming from 9 different states. We got 30 guys. Wow. We're going to stuff them down in the basement, and we're going to have one heck of a race. And you know the reason that so many drivers are coming is because the main event is the Ron Peacock race. And this, sir, is the trophy.
Wow. How cool
is that? Tell me that the walls aren't going to be cracking downstairs by everybody trying to win this baby. And not because it's a trophy, it's because it's got your name on it.
Wow, how cool. I want to donate a prize for the not only a trophy, but donate a prize. Let me get it and show it to you. Don't look too far, okay? I'm gonna turn around, so Ryan, don't be looking. Okay.
I got my eyes closed. I'm
not peeking. I want that trophy, Dave.
You got to win it, baby. But you could do it. You could do it. You won the first one up there.
Okay,
you need to come back. Whoa, the car. Whoa. Oh, I got the 0 car on the trophy, and there's the real 23. Are you telling me that car is coming to the RC Underground and is going to go to someone? Is that what you're saying?
It is going to the winner of the main event.
Holy Moses
smokes!
Holy cow!
So that'll be coming. That'll be coming to your. I just need someone to send me an address, and it is fully loaded with the Diet Pepsi logo right there.
Look at that!
And on there, and it's the logo has been done by Gary Ankrum at Go Fast.
Go Fast, yeah.
Man, that is a sweet.
That'll be coming.
That is a beautiful looking car. Man,
no, you know awesome. What? I'm the first to agree. It does over, and man, now I want to go race. Now I want to go win. And I don't.
You can't.
I know.
It's time to win, baby.
I understand Austin Wentworth is going to be coming back for the race. Is that correct?
He's coming, man. We got him coming.
He is moving. By the way, he's moving up to Sacramento. I think next week.
Yep.
Yeah, he actually, I believe, moved up his move date just so he could, because initially it was maybe going to hit during the race. So, amazing. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah.
By the way, I did get my RC Underground hoodie. I got my Carpies hoodie. I got my Shark Bodies hoodie. I got my Miss Bella Racing hoodie. And one other one. Oh, Justin Haley's hoodie.
Yeah, Dark Horse. Really. Yeah.
Those are nice, aren't they? Those Dark Horse ones are nice.
Yeah, and I just bought these new lightweight hoodies, and what's his name? Gary is going to put the Peacock's 1RC Limited logo on it.
Nice.
Awesome. He does some great work, too.
Well, don't get any of that Peacock Pepsi all over it. Just be careful. Right?
Yeah, don't say it with
Pepsi. There's no sugar, David. It's okay.
There you go. It won't stick.
Yeah. Ron, again, thank you for obviously donating the car for that Foam Oval Nationals. And, we're all going to be gunning for that trophy because, it's obviously, it would mean the world. And not just to win the race, but to have that as, I know I'm going to be gunning for it. And I know with an Austin Wentworth rear end, because he's got the best rear end in town, or rear ends in town. And, I'll have a shot, but no, that's really big. If you donating that, and we really appreciate it. That's so cool.
I'll send it out tomorrow, David. I'll send it to your address. Okay.
Perfect, my friend. Thank you.
Is Matt Murphy going to show up for the race?
Unfortunately, he can't make this one. He's got another commitment in South Carolina. It's ironic because he helped us design.
Matt, but I'm glad because then somebody else can win the car.
Yeah, well, but the guy who's beat him,
he's already got one of my cars.
Yeah, I'm sure Michael Maldonado out of Colorado. He's coming. So
okay,
he's been able to
open spot there. It says you, and it had an empty picture. I was going to put my picture in there. I said no, the frame wasn't big enough.
Yeah, it's going to be one heck of a race, Ron, and knowing now that you're you're going to be there in spirit as far as, when we got a cause to race for, as far as local charities and things like that. I think it just all ties together so perfectly. It's going to be a great time.
Just not to be morbid or anything, but when the time comes, Rhonda will be posting, so my RC community people will be able to join in live service because it'll be televised.
Okay.
As always, you're going to be coast to coast.
And on the foyer, as you walk in, there's going to be my picture, my hair dryer, hairspray, and my hairbrush.
Do you know what that stuff is, Dave?
Aquanet.
You guys are
Aquanet. Have you ever used a pomade, Dave?
You're unrelenting.
Well, you know what? I can't use pomade, but yours looks good. But yeah, Aquanet works really well. It's great for a potato gun too.
Yes, it does.
I almost on April Fool's Day, because that was a Monday. I almost Ryan was going to come in with a wig on, a toupee, and act really serious, like I decided this is it. I'm making a move, and just see how many people would support it, and how many people would be like, "Come on." I chickened out.
So Ron, do you remember a famous NFL linebacker, Brian Urlacher? He played for the Chicago Bears for basically his entire career. Okay, he was a famous Chicago Bear, and Dave and I, our corporate office is down in Chicago, and so there's all of these billboards posted, and it's Brian Urlacher. He got like hair transplant or plugs or something, and I always, every time I'm driving down to our main office, I always want to take a picture and say, Dave, here you go. And then taking a picture of the other one. Dave, here you go. Now, you know what? I will say this, though. Women do love bald men. There's something about it.
Hey, you've seen my wife.
For you.
You've seen my wife.
Yeah. You outkick the coverage, buddy. Yeah.
I don't need anybody else checking me out. I got it. I'm there.
This is Dave. This is for you, that God only created a few perfect heads. The rest he put hair on.
Thank you. I have another family member. He's all gray, and so I would tease him about being gray, and he would tease me about being bald. And then I stopped doing that when he hit me with the right cross that said, "What was it? Oh, God doesn't put a roof on an empty house." And when he hit me with that one, I'm like, okay, all right. I got nothing. I got nothing after that one.
Yeah, you're out at that point, right?
I wish I could have used the, George Clooney's fatter brother thing. If I knew that one, I would have had one more shot at him. But uglier, fatter brother. Yeah, I just didn't have it in the chamber.
Up here are great thinkers. The guys are bald back there are great lovers. The guys that are bald up here and back there think they're great lovers.
That is a good one. That's like awesome. That, and I'm keeping that one.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Right here.
So, all right. I'm going to say one more joke, and then I'm going to hang up because I'm getting tired. Okay. Old man and old lady are out grocery shopping, and this lady is just as mean as can be. And she gave her husband a hard time, gave everybody a hard time. Well, she decided she wanted to steal a can of peaches. And so when the store manager came up and said, "Would you steal the peaches for?" Because I wanted to. So they called the cops and have her arrested, and she gave the cops a hard time. Well, 30 days later, they go to court, and she started giving the judge a hard time. Anybody done going to court, you don't give the judge a hard time. And the judge said, "Okay, ma'am, well, I need to ask you, why did you do it?" She goes, "Because I felt like it." He goes, "Okay. How many peaches were in the can?" She goes, "I have no idea. And what do you want to know that for?" "Because I'm going to give you a day in jail for every peach that was in the can." And she goes, "Oh." And her husband stood and says, "Your Honor, may I add something?" He goes, "Yes, sir, you may. What do you want to add?" "She also stole a can of peas."
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will end it.
Every Thursday, folks.
Yeah, that's right. Tip your waiters and waitresses.
Be here all night.
Love you guys so much. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for standing by me, with me, and for me. I really appreciate all that you have done and all you do. And I just keep the hobby going, please. And keep the radio going. And it is just a real blessing to have you both in my life. The amount of time that we've had to share together. So thank you. You
motivate us every day, buddy, to do this. Yep. Every time. Yep. Every time. We just, great. we have a lot of people, like almost 5,000 people watch this show off and on, but you're the one that it matters to us if it was a good show. And that's why we make it a good show every time we can.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just it makes my day, So thank you. And I first thing I get up on Monday morning, I go see who's on, and it's just really a special time to be able to do that. So thank you.
Well, and thank you, Ron, for your friendship. I love you forever and always, and your work's not done, bud.
We love each other. I've never met each other. Is that amazing?
It is something else.
Well, we will talk soon. Take care, guys. Thanks for everything.
All right, everybody. Just a great show. I mean, what can you say when you get the opportunity, Ryan, to have Ron Peacock on the show?
That's right.
For 30 minutes of his time is very valuable, and that he accepted to do it with us. So on behalf of RC Underground Radio, we want to thank everybody out there for being on the show. We want to thank Carpies. They are our title sponsor, and we're so proud to carry that on our merch. Don't forget our merch on a mission. Buy that merch so that we can help support the hobby. We can do things that like Ron Peacock does, right? We can go out and help it support this hobby. So again, thank you so much. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you for listening to the RC Underground Radio Podcast. Be sure to like, subscribe, and tell your fellow racers about the show. Tune in again next week for more RC content.